Get your films on with the Blurds.
Once an idea has taken hold of the brain, it's almost impossible to eradicate.
Unpacking movies has never been more spot on, woke, fire, and just plain lit.
They are lit all the time.
So if you're unsure whether or not to plop down some cash for a film, check out the Blurds.
When a man with a 45 meets a man with a rifle, the man with a pistol is a dead man.
Brondo's got what plants crave.
It's got electrolyte.
You really only need to hang mean bastards. But mean bastards, you need to hang.
Don't say you weren't warned. Here's Brandon and Jeff.
Yeah, exactly why I'm drinking shenanigans, because it's a work day. What's up, ball bags? Welcome to episode 212 of the fucking Film Blurds. By the time you're listening to this, it's gonna be fucking July because, you know, what is time? We're in Odyssey month, nigga. I know a lot of you, this is Spider-Man month, but for me, this is Odyssey month. You come up to me talking about Spider-Man, you get a Chris knife to the gut. You know what I'm saying? And then I pass that off to my boy. He wipes it down, throws it in the trash. My name's Brandon Norwood, a.k.a. Hero Protagonist, still moving backwards through time, saving the world and saving battered wives from their fucking Russian oligarch husbands who are fucking domestic abusers and hold kids hostage as a chess piece. And I'm joined here, as always, by...
Yo, I'm Jeff Stewart, a.k.a. Uncle Jeffrey. I don't want to do the rest of the AKAs because I'm fucking sick.
Oh, yeah. Also, because I'm Hero Protagonist, I also have a line of white boys who are willing to take a bullet for me in the name of saving the world.
I mean, everyone needs one of those. Everyone needs like a cadre of bullet catchers.
Yo, I just love Tenet so much where I'm just like, damn, bro. The white boy took the bullet for the black guy in this movie. And willingly did it, knowing he had to die to save the black man because the black man was in charge.
It's the future. Black man was the future.
Anyways, let's get into trailer talk.
Roll camera and action.
It's time for some trailer talk.
Alright, so let's start off with WILDWOOD. This is another Laika Studios movie. I saw the trailer, I saw a teaser a while ago, never talked about it. Saw a full trailer last night. This movie's been done for a minute, and because, you know, Laika is not financially viable, even though everybody loves their movies. It's wild to me that everybody loves these movies, but they make no money. Like, critics and audience alike, they're like, yeah, make fucking great movies.
I don't understand that at all. Like, that's the 1-2 punch, like critically and, you know, audience-wise. Why aren't people going out to see them? I guess because it's not getting they never got wide releases.
Oh no, they
right?
got wide releases.
Well, I'm just saying, like, they don't have the money to give the Disney push. You know,
I mean, we're getting Coraline re-releases now every fucking year.
Yeah, every 5 years.
No, every year now.
Is it every year?
Yeah. They haven't had a fucking miss. Travis Knight. It's going to be his second movie of the year after Masters of the Universe. And watching this trailer, I was just like, you know, I finally understood why this is being distributed by Fathom Events, which means we're going to have to pay out of pocket to see this motherfucker.
Oh, Jesus.
Because, you know, Fathom Events is not going to, well, at least I am. You don't have to see it. I will definitely see it. Fathom Events doesn't do press events, you know what I'm saying?
No. Why? Because Fathom Events are at the most a week run.
Yeah. Well, this is getting a 3-week run.
Okay.
This is the first time Fathom Events has distributed a movie. Bless you.
Thank you.
Look, I watched the when they played the trailer last night. I was just like, oh yeah, this is a dark fantasy film. And very experimental, and I can see why people probably watch this. Well, distributors watch this, and it was just like, yeah, nah. Bless you again.
Thank you.
Also, dark fantasy's coming back, huh?
I mean, we're practically living in dark fantasy right now, except for like the fantasy part, just the dark. But I'm glad we're going back to that shit that we had in the 80s and early 90s, right? Where kids' movies or animated movies didn't necessarily have to be soft and cuddly.
Yeah, you know? this ain't it, bro. I want that trailer. They had some fucking M83 sounding song, and I'm like, damn, this looks amazing, but also the vibe of this is not what most families go to the movies for.
I mean, what's the story behind it? What's the
This little girl has to take care of her baby brother, you know. Well, he's not fully a baby. He's in that in-between space between toddler and baby. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense, where they're walking, talking, but you're still like, you're not quite a baby, but you're like,
you're still shitting yourself.
Yeah, like the early stages of being a toddler. Mm-hmm. She has to look out for the baby brother, and the parents are like, yeah, don't take this kid outside. And, you know, she's annoyed that she has to spend her whole day watching this little nigga. So what does she do?
She takes him outside, as you do.
And then loses her brother because all these magic ravens come and kidnap the brother. And she chases the ravens, and they end up in this fantastical Oz-like dark reality. So, like, the inverse of Oz.
Okay. I mean, look, it sounds fun, right? I love a babysitter or a older sister or older sibling having to traverse the wilds to get back their charge. I love that shit.
Yeah, you know what the best version of that was?
Technically Labyrinth, I would think. Or
damn, all right, fucking Off the Dome, my nigga. Blam, blam, blam. You know who's doing a sequel to that?
I would think nobody. I would hope nobody. But director or
director.
Or studio?
He was hired by the studio, and when they announced this, I was just like, I did 3 double takes. I was like, what?
You know what? Like, I know this isn't the person, but I kind of would want to see a David Fincher version.
Oh, that's Labyrinth. A great, yeah, obviously, right? Obviously. Right. But no, it's not Fincher.
Who is it?
Eggers.
Okay.
Which makes sense because,
yeah,
you know,
100%.
You get to a point in your filmmaking career, at least as somebody who works in the studio system, because let's be real, A24 is a studio.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And Focus is a studio, because that's where he makes his movies, A24 and Focus. It makes sense. Homie is a dad. And it makes sense that he would want to make something finally for
his kids. Yeah.
So what would fit? You think of all the shit he could do for his kids, and then you're like, oh yeah, that fits his sensibilities, where 100%. He won't fucking have to like dilute himself, but also like, hey, finally kids can get a taste of a Robert Eggers movie without having to see The Witch, The Lighthouse, The Northman, Nosferatu, and then another trailer we'll talk about later. Yeah. Where I'm just like, yo, if you show any of those movies to kids, I'm a huge fan. Everybody knows I love Robert Eggers, but even I'm like, yeah, I would call CPS, dog.
Shit. But yeah, if you show your kids a Robert Eggers film, and you know what I would say 10. Would be the youngest.
12, youngest 12, and even that's pushing it.
Right, but anything below that is like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what was I watching? I was in the theater a couple of weeks ago. Watched something, and I forget what it was, but all I remember is there was a baby in the theater. It was like, there should not have been a baby in this fucking theater.
Of course, because people have no fucking care in the world other than their own interest. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, the kid could be running around fucking shitting themselves, and shit's leaking out onto the floor, and they don't care. Because, you know, everybody, because of the smartphone, everybody is now the most important person in the world. Like, it is wild how many, like, during my day job, I have to talk to people. Right. And over the past few years of doing this shit, I'm just like, it is wild how important even the most fucking unimportant motherfucker thinks they are.
Right, like you're answering your movie, like and I hate this in movie theaters. People are like scrolling on their phones, right?
And it's Facebook at that. I'm like,
right?
There's
it's not
nothing.
Not even like a text message.
Yeah, I'm like, bro. If it's Instagram, I get annoyed by that. Like, I don't care what it is, don't do it. But like, what really pisses me off, I'm like, bro, it's fucking Facebook.
Well, like
really?
any kind of social media in that theater, like in a theater, right? Like, all right, maybe you have to check a phone call. Maybe you got babysitter or your mom's dying.
All right,
whatever.
Step out and take the call. Unless if you're the only person in the theater, fair game.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Fair game. But like,
if you're all right, even if you're like, there are very few people and you're in the back of the theater.
Yeah, that's fair game. That's fair.
Right.
Game.
But
I did that one time for Harry Potter. It was the 5th Harry Potter movie. It was my second time seeing it. I purposely sat in the back of the theater because I was trying to set up. This was before reserve seating. I was trying to set up for my friends. We were coming up with a plan for Simpsons movie because they just announced like, yo, tickets are going on sale soon. And I'm sitting in the back of the theater. I was like, I've seen this movie already. And this is when we had the old flip phone. So I'm texting like 5 different people. And a group of 2 old white people and these 2 women who I want to say at the time were a little older than me. So they're like 25, 26. And I was like, what? When Harry Potter 5 came out, I want to say I was late teens, early 20s. So probably like 19, 20, skirting around that time.
Right.
I'm sitting in the back of the theater trying to set this shit up, and they were getting pissed at people being on their phones. And I'm like, you know AMC, how the main auditorium, what used to be AMC Hamilton, you walk in, it's like Neshaminy. You walk in, you have the 4 huge theaters, and then all the rest of them are small. We're on one of the huge auditoriums, and those auditoriums, it sucks to sit in the back row, but I purposely sat back there so I could get this shit done. Why the fuck would you come sit like a couple of rows and like off to the side, but they sat like a row or 2 in front of me and then get pissed off when people are on their phones? I'm like, y'all, this whole huge ass auditorium where it is better for you to sit closer in those auditoriums, and you decide to sit all the way in the back with me, and you saw me sitting there on my phone. Like you made that choice. Yeah, man. Right? Like you decided to sit there, so you get what you get. Exactly. Like, I'll never forget, somebody answered a call, and I was like, yeah, you bugging, bro. Like, you straight up bugging. And some old dude just goes, what is with people and their phones? And the one young girl just hisses. I mean, hiss, Jeff, like a snake. Get out at that fucking dude. I was just like, whoa. I put my phone away right away. I was like, holy shit. Well, I mean, look, I sort of love the whole entire mob mentality shit when it comes to that stuff, policing ourselves. Same thing with the quiet car. Oh, man, if you talk in the quiet car, those people will fucking break your neck. I mean, I get it. When you're on your way to work, you want every piece of solace you can fucking get. And the last thing you want to hear, and I hate to be that dude, but there's a certain type of person who gets in the quiet car and they're loud as shit, and you hear that accent and you're just like, oh, fuck, man. Like, Jesus Christ. And you know exactly who I'm talking about. Yeah, I don't even gotta say it. Yeah. By the way, there was a couple of them, again, not trying to be racist, but there was a couple of them who were in their teens last night who sat like a seat over from me, and one of them stank. And I'm like, stank where I'm just like, bro, you gotta take a shower. Like, that smelled like bad BO. Yeah, I saw them. Yeah, and I'm just like, damn, bro. And it is not my first time sitting near one of them, and they stank like that. I'm like, why do y'all have bad BO?
I mean, look, culture. I mean, like, I can't really.
Yeah, but their women are fucking the finest women on the face of the earth, and y'all stink.
I mean,
but I've also heard from people to never go to certain areas. Like, there's only a few pocket areas of their country where you can visit comfortably as a woman and not have to worry about being assaulted.
Look, that's another. Yes, but that's another podcast.
Yeah, bro. Yo, like, I've been reading stories about traveling, and like, they're even saying, like, as a male, don't go to Egypt. I'm like, dudes are getting raped in Egypt now? I'm like, fuck.
I mean, like, yeah, dudes are getting always because they're it's interesting over there. And I heard like a person from that part of the world say this once. And I don't know if this is the truth or if he was just bullshitting. He said that women are for sex, men are for companionship, right? And so with that kind of
mentality,
fluid mentality, I don't think sexual preference matters. I think it's more about like I'm just trying to get it done.
Which is right? Wild that it is always like hundreds of men participating in it too. Like it's just fucking crazy. Of people just trying to get from one place to the other, and then you're just swarmed upon by hundreds of dudes trying to get a nut off. I'm like, bro, what? How do you look at a person like that? You know what I'm saying? Like that is like everybody like the boot like that is the booty warrior personified, where he's just like, I don't care if you're a man, woman, trans, I don't care if I just don't care as long as you got some sort of orifice for me to stick my dick in. That is fucking a crazy way to look at people. I'm not gonna lie.
That's the thing. They don't look at them as people, right? Like, sexual assault is very rarely about the actual sex. It's about the power.
Oh, but right? for the two places we're talking about, because the one place we haven't said and we're just not going to, it's always about the sex.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like it's about the sex, but it's also about the power, though. Right? I can take this.
The one country that we won't talk about, I just read they just fucking acknowledged as a law marital rape. Yeah, man. Because I've been reading some stories and talking to people. Well, I shouldn't say people. I should say women from that region. And it is crazy that even in their own families, they're just like, well, that's the husband's duty.
It just became illegal over there. It's been illegal over here, but still, you would be surprised, or maybe you wouldn't be surprised, how often it still happens. It's just it's that mentality that women are property.
I mean, it's in that country, yes, and I guess in Egypt, everybody's property.
And they believe it even over here, man. Like everybody's a commodity over here.
Oh, yeah, dog. Like, yo, fucking Mexico just announced that, like, yo, they have, like, some sort of new drug that helps diabetic patients to the point where they could be cured. And they're just like, yeah, because of that, healthcare is free in Mexico. Like, the Mexican president, she was like, yeah, healthcare is free now. And I'm just like, bro, why are we the only fucking country in the world where healthcare is insane? Like, every other nation in the world's like, yeah, you get that shit for free.
Yeah, because we can make $1 off of it, man. Because we can make $1 off of it.
Yeah, greatest country in the world, though, right? And everybody comes over here, it's just like, dog, this is a fucking third world country.
I mean, it didn't used to be, but then, you know, you let motherfuckers be motherfuckers.
Yeah, the FBI, somebody from the FBI leaked a report, and they're just like, the report concluded that the country's being ran by white nationalists and billionaires who they're supporting the white nationalists just so they can make even more money. And I'm just like, yeah, that's where we're at now. Yeah, this is why I said every episode since the election, y'all gotta stop praising billionaires. Like the fact that everybody's just like, yo, billionaires are amazing. I'm like, they don't give a fuck about you.
Lyndon B. Johnson said this when he was president. It was like, you can take the poorest white man, right? And if you make him feel even slightly better than a black person, that they're slightly better than a black person, you have a voter for life, right? It's the same idea. It's that whole entire, slavery sort of dynamic, because the white people in that time were not much better off than the black people, but you give them a little bit of power and they'll follow you. They'll do what you want. And so they've convinced all of these, and I hate to say it like this, fucking morons. They've convinced these morons that, you know, the Mexicans are coming over here, raping the women and taking the jobs and stuff like that. None of that shit is happening. It's the billionaires farming the jobs out to other countries or developing AI so they don't have to pay you.
And you know what? And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. All of this is just because we had 8 years of Obama. Like, we were like, everybody was proud of us. Like, even the world was just like, oh, wow, y'all really fucking did something great. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying Obama was the best president, because he wasn't. There's a lot of shit he did where I sat publicly, I'm like, yo, this is fucked. Mm-hmm. However, because we had 8 years of a black man, for some reason that angered a certain section of America, and they just got fucking ridiculous, and that's why we're at where we're at now.
Right.
And now even that faction has splintered into two. I'm like, bro, we could do a civil war between people who used to be MAGA and people who still are MAGA.
Good. Let them eat let them fucking eat each other. All right? Let them eat each other.
You know, fucking shit. Makes no fucking sense. Yeah. So,
right.
But anyway, Wildwood.
Yeah, that was a wild tangent. But I do remember the movie I went to see. They brought a baby.
What was it?
The Furious.
Oh, you finally saw that shit?
Yeah, I saw it a couple of weeks ago. We haven't done what have you watched?
Yeah, we'll, that'll be next episode. Let me Google when Wildwood comes out, because they said October, but I mean,
it fits. It feels like, I mean, it's a dark fantasy movie.
Yeah, October 23rd.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's prime spooky season.
Yeah, so let's get into the next movie. We already talked about this movie, but they put out a new trailer last night. And normally I only stick to one trailer, but, like, it was so interesting because it's so different from the last trailer, even though they used the same needle drop in addition to Coolio's fantastic voice. Yo. For Forgotten Island, DreamWorks, man, I'm just like, what happened over at DreamWorks, where I'm just like, how did you guys get here and Disney is stuck in the fucking like third shift? Because Jeff, you came in right as the movie started. Watching this trailer, I'm like, this has like 4 different animation styles in one fucking movie. It's insane. And it was in 3D, and I was just like, man, if this press screening is not in fucking 3D, man, So, yeah. Pixar did do different types of animation in one movie that was Turning Red, and they've never done it again. And I'm just like, you know, we getting Spider-Verse who's doing it, now this. I'm just like, man, like...
Even the last Puss in Boots did it.
Yep. That's why I look at the trailer for Shrek, and I'm just like, man, listen. Did you hear that, Shrek comes out next year, and then they just announced last week Donkey's coming out in 2028. So next year we get a Shrek, and then the year after we get a new spinoff. And I'm like, I would rather just a fourth Puss in Boots movie than to have to sit through an entire movie revolving around Donkey. No offense, that sounds unbearable.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm surprised it's taken so long for them to do a Donkey spinoff, but also we don't need a Donkey spinoff.
Yeah, man. Fine for them trying to do Shrek. Like, I'm not fucking mad at Shrek 5. I look at it, I'm like, yo, look, it's whatever.
It's Shrek.
Like,
it's fine.
At this point, the only thing I want to see from Shrek is Puss in Boots movies. Like, I would just rather watch Puss in Boots spinoffs than having to deal with anybody else from that fucking universe. But you know what? That's just me. 3D was hard for Shrek trailer because they showed that last night too. But like, yeah, Forgotten Island, I'm just like, this shot up. It really did shoot up on my fucking most anticipated. Because I was just like, they showed it at CinemaCon in full. And then Annecy's going on right now. And Annecy is the animation festival. And they've showed the first 20 minutes at Annecy. And people who saw the first 20 minutes, they're like, yeah, this movie's going to be fucking special. And I'm like, damn. I was like, man. Yo, Universal, run the screening for Forgotten Island right now. Like, I'm ready to see that shit now, nigga. Like,
when's that dropping?
That's a good question.
September. Wait. It says September 25th.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, right here.
Damn, September got some like low key bangers, huh?
Yeah, I mean, like, look, they gotta try to find a way to make this money somehow, man.
Yo, we're gonna be eating better in September than we did it in fucking June.
I mean, they
Remember
tried.
Wild Robot came out in September. Remember that?
Yeah.
So
like they're finally realizing that, September, like August, September is not a dead zone if you package it right.
I think we've now realized in the past few years that any movie can do well at any time of the year if it's good. Yep, if it's good and you promote it correctly.
Or promote it. How about that? How about you just promote it? You let people know that you have a fucking movie coming out.
Yeah, nigga. Forgotten Island. I'm excited for it, man. I got nothing else to say other than like, I'm very surprised that we're now taking animation this seriously. I mean, other than Disney, because Disney was the only people who used to treat it as a creative endeavor. You know what I'm saying? Up until a point.
Right.
Now it's like, because DreamWorks, they were cranking out shit like Shark's Tale, where you're just like, what? Megamind, where you're just like, yo, what are y'all doing? Like, I remember the best DreamWorks movie for a long time being Monsters vs. Aliens. And I remember seeing that in IMAX 3D, and everybody walked out like, yeah, that was awesome. And they greenlit a sequel, and because it didn't make 400 million worldwide, they canceled the sequel. I was just like, man, y'all some like dusty bitches. God damn, man.
It's like it's that product. It's that product mindset, and that's where Disney's. And Disney doesn't have to worry. Disney's always going to make money, so that's why they've stopped trying.
Look, man, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt because Hex looks cool, and Hex is an original movie, and that's what I want from Disney is like original animated films instead of like, hey, even though Ice Age 6 had a funny ass teaser, it's Ice Age 6. We're getting Frozen's 3 and 4, which they have to make like $2 billion a piece in order to be profitable.
I would like to see just a few movies come out that don't have a number after them.
You know,
I'd like that.
You know, like, you know it's bad when two of the highest grossing movies of the year are horror movies, and both of them made by people who aren't even fucking 23 yet, and both of them are just like, yeah, we're successful because we realize a lot of people our age just want to see new shit.
Yeah, it's make movies. Don't make product, make movies.
The King of Hollywood recently came out and said that too. The King of Hollywood was just like, yeah, studios would make more money if they would just greenlight original big budget movies instead of, you know, the 18th in a franchise. You know who I'm talking about?
Was that?
You know who I'm talking about?
I mean, look, there's a lot of Kings of Hollywood. Who we talking about?
Nolan, nigga.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like the real king, like the money. I thought you were the money people.
I mean, he is a money person because, like, every movie he makes, dog, it's impossible to see the Odyssey in IMAX 70. It's impossible to see the Odyssey in IMAX, period, because even fucking Neshaminy is sold out for every date they have tickets on sale for. So that nigga's like the king of Hollywood right now, dog. Like, he's the only person who could go in right now and is just like, yeah, I want to do like a 4-hour silent film with a $200 million budget, and they'd be like, here's a check. Fuck off.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, it's people don't want content anymore.
Yeah, man.
And that's what Disney and all these other studios have been giving us for the last couple of years. But now it's gotten to a point where the tide is turning. They spent so much time not fucking with streaming, right? Like bucking against streaming instead of trying to embrace it, but also create an atmosphere where both theater and streaming can exist, and you know, and service whatever. They spent so much time against that, and they were playing catch up.
And then the pandemic, they were just like, the future is streaming, and we're just like,
only because we can't leave the house. Right?
No. Yeah, man, y'all, yeah, look, y'all fucked up. Y'all fucked up. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all fucked up. Because now so much stuff that has come out during the pandemic that was streaming exclusive doesn't even exist anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like Westworld, I am trying to track down those Blu-rays just because it doesn't exist anymore. Like I'm trying to find those 4K Blu-rays.
And it's like it's a shame that HBO has over 40 years, right, worth of content, and you can't find some shit on there that came out 4 years ago, 5 years ago.
Yeah, well, I mean, let's be real. Westworld was one of their biggest shows, and just one of their biggest shows, just overnight, gone. Like it never existed. Like that's fucking crazy.
Which is, I don't understand that. And
like Jonathan Nolan is a name. You know what I'm saying? Like he like in the TV world, he is like, he's just as important as JJ. Fucking JJ was a producer on Westworld. Like Bad Robot has their stamp on it, like the production logo and everything. It's just crazy.
It's not even about the name. It's the fact that it was a prestige show. It was well regarded by critics. Fans, once they got past that second season, like they loved it. It was everything about that show hit, right? And like people talked about Westworld the way they talked about The Sopranos or The Wire. Right.
Yeah. David Simon's another one where I'm like, damn, his shit just comes and goes. David Chase hasn't done anything in a minute. Like, I think the last thing he did was the Sopranos prequel.
Right, bullshit.
Yeah, which that's not even on HBO Max anymore.
No, that's not on there anymore?
Nah, man.
Jesus Christ! What's the point? What's the point? What's the point? In, like, subscribing to any of this shit.
So now you understand why I'm buying so much physical media.
Well,
Just
I know.
because...
I always understood it, but like now
Right.
it's getting to a point where like I can't even find your original shit on your fucking platform.
Dog, I've been watching
Right.
Lethal Weapon because I tried to watch 4 last night and the stream just crashed. And I was like, fuck it, I'm going to sleep. Because I wanted to rewatch Lethal Weapon 4. Now that I rewatched Lethal Weapon 3, I was like, let me give a dissertation when we do what have we watched lately on the lesser 2 movies. And it's sad that these aren't streaming anywhere except on my Samsung TV for their movie hub. I'm like, this is not on HBO Max. It's not on Amazon. I'm like, bro, this is one of the biggest franchise in film history. And they're all on the free Samsung TV app, edited. And I don't mind watching edited movies, but like, damn, man, like, what exactly, what the fuck are we doing, though? What seriously, like, Lethal Weapon, if I was running HBO, I'd be like, yo, Lethal Weapon will always be on HBO Max. Always.
I don't understand why it's not, right? It is so asinine.
And my question
right?
is, why did they only remaster the first one in 4K? Like, you would think, let's do all 4 movies at
right.
once.
Well, because it's the cheaper of two evils, right? It was cheaper to just remaster the first one, judge the sales, and see if it was worth it for the other 2 or the other 3.
I mean, at least do the first 2, bro. Like, if you didn't do 3 and 4, I'd be like, yeah, well, I mean.
Right, but like 2? You're not going to do 2? You're not going to fucking do Lethal Weapon 2?
The one that everybody... I like how every person I talk to has the same opinion as me, where they're like, yeah, the first one's the best, but my favorite's 2. You talk to...
100%. Yeah.
Danny Glover, or no, yeah, that's Danny Glover, Mel Gibson, and even R.I.P. Richard. Well, no, hold on. R.I.P. Richard Donner. Even those 3 were like, yeah, the first one's the best one, but 2 is our favorite. I'm like, damn, everybody has the same opinion on the first 2 movies.
Yeah, I mean, look.
Also, you know it's bad when Mel Gibson says he loves the second one so much because they talk about the apartheid. I'm like, bro, you're one of the most racist people on earth. And even you thought the apartheid was fucking terrible.
Yeah, but just like I will always stand behind Scream 1, far superior movie than Scream 2. Scream 2, scarier.
Yeah, I will say Scream 1 is the best one, but my favorite is Scream 2.
Like, Scream 2 is infinitely scarier.
Like, my favorite, I only like 3 out of the, what, how many are there
18
now?
of them. I think we're at 8 now, right? 8?
7.
Yeah.
Yeah, love the first 2, love 6. I think 4 is pretty decent. And then I could do without 3, 5, and definitely, I didn't think we could do a worse one than 3, and I stand corrected. I stand corrected.
Here comes 7.
I stand corrected.
The one about AI.
Yo.
The AI serial killer.
Shout out to Paramount, because y'all have no faith in your fucking movies, because every movie they screened this year has been Wednesday night before the
right before the shit comes out. And it's like, I'm good. I'll just use the A-list to see it on Thursday.
Like,
right?
we went to Scream because it was the same day as Project Hail Mary. And then I went to Scary Movie just because I didn't want to sit through... I don't want to see that with an audience full of Brendas, because that's exactly who's going to see Scary Movie. Like, the exact people they were making fun of in the first movie is exactly who's going to see it.
You're out.
Like, Brenda, like I thought Brenda was mean-spirited in the first movie, and now, like, living through it, I'm like, oh, no, this is accurate. Like, the Wayans brothers knew. They knew.
Yeah, look, they
knew.
They knew their people.
They knew. Oh man. So what trailer were we talking?
Man, we Forgotten Island.
Yeah. Excited for that shit.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the Yahya Abdul Mateen II movie with fat gangster Mark Wahlberg with the wildest prosthetic nose I've seen. This looks like it could be a sequel to Green Book.
It's like it's giving me big Green Book meets Black Mass, right? I'm kind of here for it because I love watching rednecks get fucked up. But
So let me tell you, this is directed by Elegance Bratton, a dude we both met, and we both liked his first movie.
Oh, the dude who did the fucking not proposal, the gay army one, right?
Yeah, let's look up it was called, because we met him, man, and
That's
he's
Prospect.
a nice dude.
Or something like that.
It was called The Inspection.
The Inspection. Okay. Yeah.
By any means. I'm like, that is wild that you went from that.
That's a wild fucking swing, right? Like, how did he sell? Did he write it too? Like, how did he sell this?
He did not. This is written by Sasha Penn, who is the creator, showrunner, and executive producer of Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, and he also co-wrote the screenplay for the 2004 crime heist film 1992, starring Tyrese Gibson, Scott Eastwood, and in his final film role, Ray Liotta. Dot the Genius, a hip-hop producer who has worked exclusively with Kid Cudi, makes a cameo appearance in this movie as his feature film debut. The original title for the film was April 29th, 1992, which refers to the first night of the 1992 Los Angeles riots. And then it was later simplified to 1992. This movie came out in 2004 from Lionsgate on August 30th. Budget was $6.5 million, grossed $2.9 million. Had very mixed reviews.
Wait, this was that? It couldn't have been Ray Liotta's, because Ray Liotta's last was wasn't that Cocaine Bear?
This came after Cocaine Bear.
I thought you said 2004 or the 2024.
August 30th.
Oh.
Cocaine Bear came out in like January, February. I remember.
No, it was the 2020. It was because you said 2004.
Yeah, and I said August 30th.
Okay.
2024.
No, okay, all right. I didn't hear the 2024. I heard the 2004.
Yeah, I said 2004 came out, and then I said August 30th. Cocaine Bear dropped in like, it was like either January or February. Like it was top of the year.
But anyway, it doesn't matter. It's by any means that, but it's a wild swing. That dude goes from The Inspection, like his experience as a gay Marine in boot camp, to this.
This person, Sasha Penn, is married to Leslie Grossman. I was like, whoa, that's crazy. I know her from a bunch of shit I've seen on TV. That's crazy that he's married to her. Penn also has a bunch of unrealized projects, including an adaptation of the Stuart Gibbs novel, The Last Equation, which Lionsgate never made. A firefighter action film that he also wrote for Lionsgate, which they never made. MGM hired him to write a remake of the Taylor Hackford film, The Idolmaker, which never happened. And he wrote an unsold CBS pilot called Main Justice.
I mean, look, at least he's getting paid, right? He's getting paid for these movies that aren't getting made.
This movie looks like I will have fun, but also this movie looks like complete fucking trash.
Oh, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be
Complete
the
fucking
prosthetic
trash.
nose alone, and I know this is loosely based on real characters and real events because the FBI did use the mob in the South during the 60s, but yeah, I don't think this motherfucker went down there. I don't on some devil went to Georgia bullshit, right?
Dog, this is coming out the worst time too. It's coming out Labor Day weekend, September 4th.
Okay.
Yeah, September 4th. Paramount just got the distribution rights to this in April.
I mean, honestly, they were better off. They were better off just dropping this on Juneteenth and just be like, "Hey, watch this, this team up beat the shit out of racism."
So Sasha Penn is the only credited writer, but according to the production history, this is based off a 2018 Blacklist script called CI-34, which Penn co-wrote with Theodore Witcher.
Okay.
And this was originally supposed to have Mark Wahlberg and Sterling K. Brown. And I'm like, damn, maybe it's a good thing Sterling's schedule was packed.
I mean, like, I love Yaya. I do. And I know he's probably going to... He's going to do what he can. Right? Like, that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say he's going to be great in it. I'm saying he's going to do what he can with the source material. But I kind of would like to see Mark Wahlberg act against Sterling K. Brown.
That is unfair. That is unfair. Even I'm looking at Yaya. I'm like, Yaya, you're too good for this shit. Like, this is some shit where you get, like, a low-level black actor. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't get...
fucking get a...
This should be Tyrese, dog.
No, it deserves better than Tyrese. It should at least get a fucking Terrence Howard.
Yeah, man, this is terrible. Sasha Penn received sole writing credit for the film, with additional literary material credited to Arash Amel, Andrew Ferguson, Theodore Witcher, who co-wrote the original screenplay with Penn, and Elegance himself actually did a pass on this. So there's mad rewrites on this motherfucker.
Yeah, it looked like it had mad rewrites, like from the trailer. It's gonna be fun. I love. Like I said, I love some devil comes down to Georgia, fucking. Vengeance movies in the South. I love that shit. So,
oh yeah.
But I have no illusions that it's going to be amazing.
I guess Paramount will invite the press to see this the day before it comes out.
Like, it might be the day of. It might as well just be the fucking day of.
Oh shit! All right, yeah. That's by enemy. Let's talk about another Paramount film called Heart of the Beast. Also dropping in September.
But this one, I love how...
Yo, shout out to David Ayer.
Brad Pitt really really fucks with David Ayer.
This is his second movie with him behind Fury. And Fury was a perfectly fine movie. Like, it's not great, but it's not bad. It's just that movie where you're just like, damn, y'all were right there on being, like, excellent. And we just got, it's fine.
Yeah. So David Ayer is doing his version of Call of the Wild with Brad Pitt and a dog. And, like, this could be... Brad Pitt's gonna be awesome.
Bro, we're not even gonna remember this shit because, like, literally 2 months later, The Adventures of Cliff Booth drops. You know what I'm saying?
Brad Pitt doesn't need the money, right? So there must have been something about the script.
Yo, listen. Call of the Wild was a decent movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I watched that on Hulu, and I was like, wow, this is not bad. It's actually enjoyable. But, I mean, I'm not looking to watch a more grim and serious version of it starring Brad Pitt.
And a robot dog. It's not a robot, it's a cyborg.
I mean, the dog... Oh, yeah, because, you know, its legs got blown off because it was a service dog in the army, and now Brad Pitt adopted it, gave it robot legs. I mean, I look, the dog in Call of the Wild was CG, too, and that was, like, the most convincing CG dog I've ever seen on screen. So, like, good for them, but also, like, look, I guess we'll see it the day before it comes out from Paramount.
I'm actually looking forward to seeing what this is. I'm
sorry to laugh, Jeff. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead,
I know
laugh.
You're looking...
Look. I'm looking forward to just as a unique experience, right? Like, what is this going to be? What is this thing? I've got no illusions that this is going to be a great movie.
It's like by any means where we're both like, man, we're excited to see this shit, but we also know, man, watching the trailer, we're just like, ooh.
Ooh, yeah. Like, y'all motherfucker, you can send me screeners for both of these. I don't need to see this on the big screen.
Yo, shout out to Paramount. Yo, shout out to Paramount.
David, what are you doing, man? David Anderson, what are you doing?
Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. Yo, how are they still in studio?
That is the $5 billion question. That's the $5 billion question.
Oh my god, son. Oh my god. All right, yeah, Heart of the Beast. Holy shit.
The script must have been fucking amazing.
Oh my god. David Ayer. Excited to see Beekeeper 2. Want to know what Timu did for Beekeeper 2.
Oh, that's right. I forgot David Ayer did Beekeeper. I forgot that was a David Ayer banger.
And then immediately followed it up with a Working Man.
Like, we realize this motherfucker has an Academy Award, right? Like, this motherfucker has a best screenplay.
Does he? Did he win for Training Day?
I thought he won for Training Day.
I don't think he did, dog. I don't think Training Day, I think only thing it won was Denzel, bro.
Let me see.
Let's Google Training Day.
Ask the Google bot.
Yeah.
I thought he was. I mean, at least we was nominated. How about that?
No, it was only nominated for Denzel, which he won, and then Ethan Hawke was nominated. Those were the only two awards that motherfucker got nominated for. The best movie David Ayer is a part of, and he didn't even direct it. Because his best movie that he directed is probably still End of Watch. Because even Harsh Times, I'm just like, this is not good.
Like, Harsh Times, it could have been good. It just got too dark.
Weird, yeah.
It just got too, like, at the end, it just got, like, too just fucking, it makes me feel icky.
All right, so let's move into our last trailer, which, speaking of dark, Robert Eggers said this is his darkest movie. And he said, oh, well, I mean, the only logical thing after making Nosferatu, which was my dream project, is to follow it up with a werewolf movie. I gave you a vampire movie. Might as well do a werewolf movie before I dive into my other projects. Apparently, he wrote something he wanted to do after this. And everybody around him, from studios to personal friends, told him this is way too obscure for a movie. And I'm just like, I would rather that because obscure got us The Lighthouse. But I'm happy that he's doing a werewolf movie called Werewolf. starring Aaron Taylor Johnson as the titular character.
I mean, it looks fantastic, right?
You want to know how they got the look of that motherfucker?
What obscure lens did he shoot this one on?
I mean, they created lenses for Nosferatu.
Right.
I feel bad for everybody who works on Robert Eggers' movies. Like, they go through... It's like working with Fincher, from what I understand, where it's just a long, torturous process, and everybody keeps signing up for more, even though they bitch about it. Robert Eggers wanted to shoot it in black and white, and then he decided against it because he's just like, yo, this will never get greenlit if I go to the studio and be like, yeah, black and white. So what he did was he took the grain and the look from black and white film stock, and they put that on color film stock. And that's why this movie looks like it's in black and white, but it's not. That's why I'm just like, this is insane that it looks like it's in black and white, but then you do see the color.
Right.
Like, the shit looks insane, where I'm just like, Robert, like, every movie I watch by Robert Eggers, I'm like, bro, you're doing too much, but also I'm glad you're doing too much.
Right.
Apparently he worked with two scholars who were fluent in Middle Age English. And they wrote this, and everybody's going to be speaking in 13th century English. Yo, I love Robert Eggers, bro. I love him.
Like, he makes movies that dares you to watch them.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Like, he'll make it so weird, esoteric, and beautiful and frightening, and he's like, yeah, this is a great movie. You better learn Old English.
Right.
Better learn Old English to watch it.
Yeah, man. They spoke that shit in The Witch, The Lighthouse. They were speaking in period accurate accents and dialect. The Norsemen, he said, if he had his way, they would have been speaking Norse.
Yeah.
They spoke Victorian English and Nosferatu, and now in this, they're going to be speaking 13th century Middle English, which I've read because we all had to read Beowulf in high school, and that was all in 13th century English.
So, good luck with that, guys. Better bone up.
This looks incredible. Cannot wait to see it. Lily Rose Depp is in this, plays Aaron Taylor Johnson's wife, who is apparently the heart of the film. And just as William Dafoe was a vampire hunter in Nosferatu, in this movie, yep.
Yeah, like I saw the trailer while you were talking earlier, and I was like, yep, this is Robert Eggers, right? Like, he's doing a werewolf film with all of his favorite toys.
Yeah, because Ralph Ineson is also in this one.
Yeah, so he's like,
the only movies Ralph Ineson isn't in is The Lighthouse. And The Norseman. And that's the same with William Dafoe. The only Robert Eggers movie he's not in is The Witch. Because he's in The Lighthouse. He's in
Norseman.
Yeah, right, for one scene.
Right, but he's in it. Yeah.
And then Nosferatu. Like, I love how he was shooting The Norseman. He straight up said to Robert Eggers, he's like, oh, we're doing this shit again, man. And they asked him during Nosferatu, they're like, bro, why you keep signing up if you keep complaining? He's just like, oh, because the dude has a vision, and his vision always comes correct. And I was like, oh, all right, fair.
And look, he matches Willem Dafoe's weird. They match each other's weird.
I feel spoiled this year. Like, I'm getting a new Nolan, a new Denis, new Fincher, and a new Robert Eggers. And this is why I say Christmas is going to be a weird time, because they also dropped a trailer yesterday for Angry Birds 3. Also from Paramount. The first two came from Sony. Like, the first one came out almost 10 years ago. The second one is almost now 7 years ago. And now even Sony's just like, yeah, nah, we're good. And Paramount's like, oh, we'll do it. We'll do it, Angry Birds 3.
I didn't even know there was an Angry Birds 2.
Yeah, exactly. Crazy that Christmas is gonna be this packed. So Christmas we have Jumanji, Angry Birds 3, Dune Part 3, and Avengers Doomsday.
It's gonna be something for everybody, I guess.
Hey, yo, look, Marvel, y'all could put this shit out any time of the year. Like y'all could still move this shit, quite frankly.
They're not going to. They're not going to play chicken.
They just look fucking stupid.
Yeah. They'd rather look stupid than look weak.
So September, speaking of, real quickly before we get out of this, September 11th, Avengers Endgame will be dropping back into IMAX because they announced, oh yeah, we're putting this back in IMAX and big premium formats, and they're going to use this to launch Infinity Vision.
Yeah, so what's it called? It's called Endgame: Encore with special footage that's gonna
tie directly into Doomsday. I was like, oh, so they shot new footage and edited it directly into this movie, and I'm just like, that is crazy that 7 years later y'all went back and like. That makes sense for movies that were shelved. Like, when they did this for Justice League, I'm like, yeah, because the movie's not done. When they do this for other movies, I'm like, well, yeah, because they came out, they weren't well received, and now the director finally has his day.
His cut, right? Let's say, I don't want you to touch.
Yeah,
Endgame.
Yeah, man, this whole endeavor is just dumb from top to bottom.
Don't touch Endgame. If you want to connect Endgame and Doomsday, then just make Doomsday good. Make it work in that movie.
I'm with Amanda Dobbins, though, where Amanda's just like, I don't know why this is coming out the same day as Dune. I don't know why we're pushing Infinity Vision so hard. I don't understand why Robert Downey Jr. is Dr. Doom. Like, when Amanda said that on a most recent episode of The Big Picture, I was like, wow, we're on the same page here. Like, we're really on the same page here. Like, I don't get the decisions behind any of this shit. Like, the Russos, yeah, I understand why you would bring them back, even though that is pretty stupid.
I think the Russos are fine when they don't have... when it's not... something original.
Fair.
Right? Something they like, that they like the Electric State or the Gray Man, whatever. If it's their own shit, no, don't give them any money. But for the most part, they've stuck the landing on these Avengers films. So I get that. That makes perfect sense. Robert Downey Jr. seems fucking lazy. Right.
Gave up playing Poseidon in the Odyssey to do this.
Yeah. Like Infinity Vision.
What do you think about that? What do you think about that? Him giving up Poseidon to be Dr. Doom. I think that's fucking insane.
No, I get it, man. Because what's his payday on Doomsday?
Yeah, like... What, like, I want to say 20 or 30 million plus all the perks he got?
I thought it was more than that, man. I thought we were talking like 40.
Might be.
Right? Like for $40 million?
Plus the perks.
Plus the perks. So he's coming out all in maybe 70 mil that they're spending on him.
Yeah, like he has the basically the Will Smith trailer that Will Smith had on I Am Legend, where this is notorious, where Will Smith had a block, his trailer was a whole city block, and it was 2 stories. I don't know about you, but if I have a hotel room, why do I need a 2-story trailer that takes up a whole ass city block in one of the biggest cities in the world? Like, if I have a penthouse, y'all rented out a penthouse for me, I just need a small trailer for when I'm shooting. Like, I could just go fuck off in my trailer, and then once the day's wrapping, I'll be like, all right, well, I'm going to go back to this penthouse. You know what I'm saying?
Because they can.
Like that
Like,
shit had a
people-
personal gym in there.
Because they can. Robert Downey Jr. asked for all this stuff because they didn't blink when he said it, right? I'd be mad if he didn't.
Look, if
Take
I
these,
was,
take these motherfuckers for their money.
I'm gonna be real. If I was the biggest director in the world, I would have a trailer, but I wouldn't have a trailer that is a city block long and it's 2 stories. Because at that point, I'm just like, I would tell the studio, yo, just rent me a fucking house, man. Just rent me a fucking house. Because at a certain point, I'm just like, this is obscene for no reason.
Well, but like, and here's the thing: it's that constant escalation. It's like how a business has to spend all of their budget before the end of the year, right? Because if they show that they were able to run that business or that department at a like under budget, they'll get their budget cut the next year, right? So it's that same sort of principle where if these motherfuckers don't spend this type of money, then the studio's gonna be like, well, looks like you can make it for less, right? And this is how you get this. This is why you get like these $800 million fucking movies.
But then, why is it then that Nolan always gets whatever he wants when he always comes in under schedule and under budget? Like the Odyssey, they just said he came in 5 days early, under budget.
Yeah, because they know they're going to make $1 billion off him, right? Like you got a proven track record, and but he doesn't play that game. He doesn't play that Hollywood game, right?
I wouldn't either.
So,
I mean, me personally, I just wouldn't either. There's, if I'm a filmmaker, I want my resources to go to the movie and not to make me comfortable. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here for comfort. I'm here to make something where people are going to come out, pay their hard-earned money, and then enjoy it enough that I get to do it again and again and again and again.
Well, yeah, but like it's like it's a catch-22, right? Like if you don't take advantage of the system will take advantage of you. Right?
But
So
but he's taking advantage of the system and is still coming in under budget and early.
Yeah, but like he's the one. Right? He can't you can't have that you can't have a Nolan at every studio. Right?
I hope I
There's
get to
only-
talk
there's
to Danny because I want to ask Danny. I'm like, yo, did you get the budget you want for this Dune movie? Because I know he said on the last 2 he wished he had a little bit more money. Mm-hmm. And to hear that Nolan came in under budget, which is crazy for Oppenheimer because he could have easily went to the studio and asked for more money, and he didn't because he ran into the problem of, we ran out of money and we ran out of time, and he completely redid the fucking costume department and the shooting schedule, so they both came in on the budget on the days they were supposed to shoot.
Right, but he's indie. Right? People forget that he started off indie, right? So
Yeah.
he knows. Like he's never lost that indie sensibility when it comes to like fucking got to finite amount of money in a finite amount of time.
Yo, listen, that's why when people said, like, I did a good job shooting the pilot, I was just like, that's prep, man. That's prep and storyboards. Like, yo, listen, I know what we got on this day. I want to make sure the takes that we get exceed no more than 4 because we got to keep it moving. I am not Fincher. I am not going to spend the whole fucking day on somebody walking from the car to their front door. You know what I'm saying? Doing fucking 100 takes.
Yeah, you get a look. So, he never lost that indie sensibility. And the Russos never had that indie sensibility. They started off in TV, right? They started off like, I mean, they had to work their way up, but they were established, right? Like they never self-financed a thing.
Yo,
Well, not as
listen,
far as I know. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they did.
they owe their whole career to Soderbergh because Soderbergh met on Marvel on their behalf and said, "Hey, these guys could make a very great Captain America movie."
Yeah, and like he wasn't wrong, and their stuff on
Community.
the Community was great.
Yeah, because
Right?
they
Like,
did the paintball episodes.
yeah, and so that's what got them Avengers and Captain America. They earned that, but like they still started off with a network budget.
Fair. All right. Well, let's get into our main review. Oh, wait a minute. Before, but Jeff, how do you feel about Werewolf? I'm excited
looks
for this.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm excited for it. The trailer gives you enough, but not enough. But it gives you the style, it gives you the look, and I'm always gonna be rooting for a Robert Eggers film. Right, I'm never not gonna go see one.
Juju has videos on his Instagram. Juju is Straw Hat Goofy. I met him at Comic-Con. I have his number. Really nice guy. I should probably hit him up. He flew to London to talk to Robert Eggers, and you can watch it on his Instagram. And this is not on Juju because Juju's doing a good job engaging him. But the entire time, you can just tell Robert Eggers is just uncomfortable. And I'm like, oh, this is why this guy doesn't like doing interviews, because he hates this type of thing, even with people he respects. Because you could tell he respects Juju, but he just doesn't like doing interviews. And, you know, he admitted in the interview he moved to London permanently. And I was just like, oh, yeah, Robert Eggers. I realize, like, goth people are just like anarchists and black people, where like they just don't like the establishment. Maybe that's why I'm so attracted to goth girls.
Oh yeah, I mean, and there are other attributes.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Right. They're very shapely women, most of them.
Yes, very, very, very fluffy.
Yeah. Look, there's a certain subsection of porn where you could see goth girls with exclusively black dudes.
I mean, look. Was it Rule 44? Is that the thing where, like, if you're into it, you can find it on the internet?
It's just crazy seeing the most hood dudes hook up with the gothiest of women. Where I'm like, y'all have nothing in common other than anime and video games.
That's a good cross section. That's sometimes that's all you need. That's all you need.
Yeah, man. You know, but yeah, shout out to Juju. I'm very happy that you got these interviews. And Robert, man, you don't need to fear the press. I don't know anybody who works as a critic or as a professional journalist who actually doesn't like you. So that's all I got. That's all I wanted to say. Yeah, like Werewolf, one of my most anticipated films of the year, and only one of two movies I'll probably be seeing multiple times in the holiday corridor. Really crazy that this is his darkest film, though, when you think about it.
That's not really crazy to me, right? Like
all of his films are fucking morose, man.
Right? Yeah, but it's escalation, right? Like you get better, and you push the envelope, as you're supposed to, every time with every film. So, like, this does not surprise me that this is his darkest film. I would expect nothing less.
You think it's going to be successful?
Yeah. Yeah. Look, if Nosferatu was successful, this will be successful.
Man, I'm just asking because Christmas is just loaded.
Yeah, but like, it's only got one real thing it's competing against,
which is
going to be Dune.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So you don't think it's competing against Doomsday?
No, because like the people who go to see, the people who want to see Werewolf, they're not going to see Doomsday in the theater. At least they'll save their money and just re-up their Disney Plus when it eventually hits that.
Yeah, shout out to everybody who's decided to see Doomsday and Infinity Vision.
Yeah, good for you. Like, you fucking enjoy your Temu version, your fucking Wish.com version of IMAX.
Oh, man. All right, let's get into the main review.
And now, the moment you've been waiting for. The Film Blurds feature film review.
Is there a movie you watched on your own, or is it just me?
Yeah, it's just going to be you. I didn't get a chance to watch that other movie we were talking about, so...
I can't even remember, nigga.
Yeah, that's going to have to wait until next week.
All right, well, I'm going to start off with a movie I watched twice on a screener link, and I'm probably going to watch again, starring LaMonica Garrett. If you watched enough shit, you probably seen him. He's like the black dude and everything. You know, he's in Daddy's Home. He's in Transformers. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He's been in a bunch of TV shows.
What was he in that show, Woke?
Let's see. Let's bring up LaMonica Garrett's filmography as we sit here. I'm talking about a movie that's dropping this weekend on demand called Man of War. Man of War, which takes place right as Russia invaded Ukraine, so February 2022. He is a professional slam ball player. I don't even know what the fuck slam ball is. But yeah, he was on Sons of Anarchy. That's where I remember him from. He played the new sheriff.
He's on a whole bunch of Paramount Plus. He's on in 1883. He's in Lioness, The Terminal List, Designated Survivor. Yeah, he's in everything. No wonder
I'm like, yeah, that's why I was like, oh yeah, you seen him, you know him, because he's one of those dudes where I was like, yeah, I remember you, dog. You were in a lot of shit. Anyways, directed by William Kaufman. This is about an aid worker who gets kidnapped right when the Russians invade Ukraine. She's a U.S. aid worker helping Ukrainians. And LaMonica Garrett is her adoptive uncle. He calls Jason Patrick because he gets a video call over his iPhone, and right when he gets the video call, his niece is snatched by Daniel Bernhardt, another person you will know if you see him, because Daniel Bernhardt is the villain in this, and he screenshots his face, sends it to Jason Patrick, who Jason Patrick in this movie is the guy in the chair. So he's a former Navy SEAL and CIA operative, and he goes right into the heart of this invasion to get his niece back, aided by Andrew Howard, one of our greatest working actors right now. Andrew Howard, you guys will probably know from he's been in a lot of shit too. He's been in Tenet. He was the Ukrainian guy who sets them up in the beginning of Tenet. He's always like a bad guy. He's in The Odyssey. Andrew Howard.
Yeah. If the first season of the Perry Mason reboot,
he was in that.
He was the detective, one of the bad detectives.
Damn.
Yeah, he's been he's always playing an asshole. Yeah.
Yeah, like this dude has been in so much shit though. Like when he was in this, I was like, yeah, I'm not surprised because you're in everything, guy.
The Accountant too.
Everything. He was an Accountant too?
Yeah, man.
Who was he in Accountant too?
What's his name? Batu. I gotta rewatch that, man.
Damn, not like I need an excuse to rewatch Accountant 2.
Right, he was a Red Scare in Watchmen. Yeah,
he was the Red Scare in Watchmen. Yeah,
like you see this dude, you know this dude, right? Like he's undeniable.
Right. Anyways, He is the Ukrainian who helps LaMonica Garrett get his niece back because, you know, he knows the country, he knows how to navigate it, and in exchange, he wants his family out. And look, well go USA Entertainment. I gotta stop sleeping on y'all because, like, every time I watch a movie from y'all, I'm just like, I have my expectations are like next to none, and then I always walk away being like, oh, that was actually like entertaining. Like, I gotta stop shitting on y'all. Okay. I like this movie a lot. Like, for a direct to streaming action movie, solid. Like, dog, my favorite sequence, like, the shootouts in this are fucking insane. Like, it is insane, the shootouts, especially like at the end, where it is like a 40-minute shootout between LaMonica Garrett, these English soldiers, these former SAS, you know, they're fucking good boys, as we call them, you know, just fucking real douchebags. But, you know, because when they're introduced in the movie, you're just like, oh, these guys are going to be a problem. And they're not. They're actually good dudes. They're just douchebags. Yeah, like, this movie gets heavy because, like, you know, LaMonica Garrett, he's so intent on getting his niece, like, a family. The dude's murdered. The Russian soldiers are about to rape the mom right in front of the kid, and they're about to, like, cut the kid open with a hunter's knife. And LaMonica Garrett straight up's just like, yeah, we gotta keep moving. And Andrew Howard just turns to him. He's like, wow, you really are a piece of shit, huh? And he hears the woman screaming, and he's like, all right, you stay here, and I'm gonna go take care of this. And, like, the way he kills these niggas, I'm like, yo, the way he kills people in this movie, I'm like, yo, this comes from, like, a straight place of trauma and hate. But the hardest shit in this movie is where Daniel Bernhardt overhears their radio communication because he's on to somebody. They're like, we have a high-value target. We didn't realize we kidnapped a high-value target. By the way, Daniel Bernhardt, also a rapist in this movie. So you're just under the threat of, oh, he's going to rape her and kill her. I hope LaMonica Garrett gets to her in time. And he discovers that these two are onto him, and they run into the Ukrainian army. And they talk it out, and they're just like, yo, we'll march with you since we're heading the right direction. And because they're with the Ukrainian army, he overhears their communications because he has the Ukrainian army bugged. And that dude just goes, yo, shoot motors. So they're under motor fire. And LaMonica Garrett turns to Andrew Howard. He's like, bro, we got to run because if we just stay here and duck and cover, we're going to get blown up. And that's exactly what happens to the Ukrainians as these two niggas, the hardest shit I've ever seen, with them with submachine guns running through the forest as they're getting just under fire from motors. And you just hear this heavy metal guitar playing with a Ukrainian choir. I was like, dog, this is the hardest shit I've ever seen in a movie.
I mean, this actually sounds fucking hot as shit.
Yeah, nigga. Yeah, like that when that Ukrainian choir came in and it just started going, ooh, 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 as the motor fire's just going off. I was like, this is hard. This nigga gets blown up twice, nigga. Or no, 3 times. He gets blown up twice during the motor fire. And then he gets blown up by a fucking grenade. Like, Man of War, this like, he wears that with a badge of honor because that is his character. He is a man of war.
So where's this dropping?
On demand, July 3rd.
Okay, all right. Well, you know, happy Friday.
I got 3 more plays left before it expires. I'm gonna use them.
You might look. I get you. Shit, do it.
Yo, there comes a point 40 minutes in where Andrew Howard just gives this fucking emotional passion and charge speech of the war machine, where he's just like, you sit on your fucking high horse and tell me how things are. He's like, you Americans profit off of war. You guys love killing. That's your whole country. Like, that's how you guys make money, is off of fucking war and blood. And I was like, bro, this speech that he's giving captures my rage as an American perfectly. And I was not expecting that. I was just like, it's so poignant and proficient. And I was like, damn, Andrew Howard is giving a incredible performance in this.
I mean, look, I'm just glad to see him play a good guy for once.
Instead of a scumbag.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Shit. All right.
Yeah,
I'm gonna check this out this weekend. That sounds like that's on the radar.
Yeah, Man of War, baby. Man of War. For a direct-to-streaming movie, it should not be this good. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, it looks like a direct-to-streaming movie.
I mean, but like, here's the thing. I don't have a problem with like those used to be like direct to video or whatever like that in the '90s and 2000s. Those used to be a fucking staple, man. Like Scott Adkins. Like the only reason people know fucking Scott Adkins is because of direct to video shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, this is a fantastic fucking movie, man, and I highly recommend it. I'm gonna watch this a few more times, baby.
All right, shit, Man of War. All right.
Yeah, Man of War. And things get so dire in this movie. I'm like, at the end of the movie, I'm like, yo, is everybody about to die at the end of this shit?
And I love a movie like that where I'm not exactly sure if the hero's gonna make it out alive. I need some non-Hollywood endings, or at least let me feel the stakes. At least
listen, the ending is highly satisfying. You know what I'm saying? Highly satisfying. But this should not be better than like 90% of the movies we see in theaters from actual studios with $100 million budgets. Yeah, man, like it makes no sense to me. I don't know what the fuck is going on anymore. Because this has been a good year for movies, but a bad year if you just watch studio movies. Especially since this year we started off so strong, man. Like we had Bone Temple and Send Help at the top of the year.
Right. And then like Project Hail Mary kept it going.
Yeah, we got Backrooms and Obsession. We got these cool fucking queer films from Leviticus and Girls Like Girls, and it's just like, man, I'm looking at the studios and I'm like, yo, y'all really need to play catch up. Yeah, y'all need to play catch up bad, because like, great year for film, bad year for studio movies.
Shit.
Yeah, so that is Man of War. Let's get into our next review for Jackass: Best and Last.
I mean, like, so the thing about this Jackass movie is the same thing. If you like Jackass, you'll like this. And we were talking about it when we left the theater. These Jackass movies just feel like hanging out with old friends.
Yep. And that's all I want. I knew exactly what I was getting, and it gave me that. It was much better than I expected it to be, because I thought, like, I mean, what are y'all going to do? You all are old now. And they even acknowledged that, like, hey, we can't keep doing this.
Right.
Like, and that's why a lot of because this is a mix of old and new footage and unreleased old footage, some of it. And you'll understand when you see it why it's unreleased. Like, they start off with an unreleased gag and the whole theater's like, yo, what? Wait, what?
If that had ever made it to air,
when it first made, because it'd be
it would
so
like you
many,
wouldn't have a Jackass.
Yeah, man, because that's the thing about Jackass is like so many people tried to do the stunts they were doing, even though there's warnings at the beginning and end of each episode of that fucking show. Right.
And like, even in this movie, they warn you twice.
Beginning and because they're like, yo, they are saying, like, even though this is now a 30-year franchise, they gotta keep reminding y'all, like, yo, like, it's called Jackass for a reason, because no smart person is gonna ever attempt to do any of this. Like, the one stunt that starts off the movie that was unreleased to the public, even like the whole audience is like, yo, that is fucking insane on 10 different levels. And it's so dangerous that once the stunt is completed, everybody hops in the car and drives off as fast as they can.
Because it's so illegal. It is so fucking illegal what they did.
And then the other unreleased stunt was the box stunt. And I understand why they never released that, because that stunt is too easy to recreate.
I'm sure plenty of people who are fans of Jackass probably did that stunt unknowingly.
Yeah, man. And like, for me personally, if you're gonna tell me I had to do that stunt, I'd be like, bro, you gotta put more than pillows in here. Like more than pillows.
I need
like
some bubble wrap,
some of that popcorn, pillows, like everything and anything. Like the fact that they just put pillows in there, and then he still said, like, I ended up with 2 herniated discs. I'm like, that's fucking wild.
Like, like when he said only 2 herniated discs, I'm like, oh, that's the only thing that happened to you? Because that motherfucker's eating his Wheaties and drinking his milk, because that's several broken bones and a compound fracture.
I gotta say, the stunts they pulled from the previous movies still fucking funny. Like
the Silence of the Lamb one.
Yeah, oh yeah, that was the best one from the last movie, Jackass Forever. That was the best stunt in the last movie. Hadn't seen it since we saw it in theaters, and it still fucking made me die of laughter.
Right. Still hits.
It's weird seeing Bam in this, even though Bam is not cool with them. You know what I'm saying? Just because, you know, Bam turned to drugs and they have a strict no drug policy for Jackass. Right. You know, even Steve-O went to rehab, and that's why he's allowed to keep doing it, because he went to rehab and got himself better. Bam, like, it's weird seeing Bam with gold chains on. I forgot Bam, like, became friends with a lot of rappers, because, like, during the Silence of the Lamb sketch, he is like wearing 6 chains, dog, and like 4 gold rings.
He looks like Jelly Roll, honestly.
Yeah, man. Oh, it's because he put on a little weight.
Well, no, but like you were saying, like even with the tattoos all over his fucking neck and face and shit like that, and the gold chains, is like he looks like a prototype for Jelly Roll.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird seeing Bam put on weight, and then he was always giving his dad shit for being overweight. You know what I mean? Yeah. I want a whole ass box set where it's the 3 seasons of Jackass, all 5 movies, and then I want Wild Boys and Viva La Bam.
Right. And even like
CKY, put CKY in.
See, I was going to say, like, Can't Kill Yourself. Yeah, you put that shit in there.
Yeah.
You know?
How many CKYs were there before it transitioned to Jackass? It was like 3 or 4, right?
Yeah, I thought it was 2 or 3, yeah.
Yeah. CKY is where this all came from. So,
right. It's just skateboard videos, man. Like,
yeah.
And that. So many of these people's careers started off them just doing what they did and just videotaping this shit, because they were all skateboarders.
Yeah.
And it was like, let's just record our shit. Let's just go. And that gives you kind of hope that if you just do what you love, sometimes you can make a fucking career out of it.
I kind of wish this wasn't the last one, and I wish they just brought in a whole
new cast.
And just passed the baton on. Because, you know, they did that for the last one. They had a bunch of young guys, and, like, the only young people in this is the girl and Jasper. And Jasper, we all know because he's from Odd Future. And I don't know why his dad's here, quite frankly.
I don't.
Like his dad was in the last movie, and his
right.
dad
He did some shit in the last one.
Yeah,
like this one, he literally
Dark
just
Shark
like,
is just there. He's there. At least Jasper
there.
did get in on some of the stunts.
And the chick in this one,
she only did the taser in the opening credits, the Jamiroquai opening credits.
And like that opening was kind of cool though. Like, and that's kind of why I love these movies. Is because those opening sequences and the end sequences are always fucking bangers.
Yo, the best new footage in this, though, like the thing that had me dying was the prostate exam. Like, I wish that
with
was
the robot,
at the end. Yeah, I wish that was at the end. Like, the fact they started off with the strongest stunt in this movie, because that shit, dog, I was wiping tears out of my eyes. Like, you could ask Jeff. I took off my glasses, and I had to, like, just start wiping tears from my eyes because I was laughing so hard.
Yeah, it's one of those things where Jackass, all of them, but this one in particular, because we're talking about it, is one of those things where, like, you'll laugh so hard that you'll miss some of the other shit that's going on because
Yeah.
you're just doubling over, or you're just not looking at the screen because it's so fucking gross.
Oh yeah.
Like that
yo,
porta
listen.
potty shit always
Oh,
gets me.
That was from 3D.
Yeah, but that always gets me. That gag.
Did you see it in 3D?
I didn't see it in 3D.
Yeah, I saw Jackass. Yo, listen. I remember going with a group of people Friday night, and we get to the box office, and they're like, yeah, it's sold out for the entire night. And then we're just like, fuck. And I was like, you guys busy tomorrow? Y'all, like, Saturday? Y'all doing nothing? They're like, we don't have shit planned for tomorrow. I was like, all right, let's all buy tickets now for tomorrow. We did it. We showed up to the theater, and dog, the line for our showtime was insane.
Yeah, because that was the height. Like that was the height of that shit.
They used James Cameron 3D technology that he used on Avatar to shoot a Jackass movie, and I remember the porta potty stunt being in 3D, and like
I would have like I've seen that stunt so many times.
it's
and each
still
time-
gross. Yeah, it's disgusting.
So
like
I can only
I'll be
imagine
real,
3D.
That is the grossest stunt in this movie,
Yeah.
and that is from the third movie, which was Jackass 3D.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of butt stuff in this one. There's a lot of butt stuff in this one.
Yeah, man. I think this one has the most shit in any of the movies. Like, this one is just so categorical.
Yeah,
Like
it's
the
got a-
Twister game.
Yeah. Oh God, I forgot about the Twister game. Oh,
When they had diarrhea, I was just like,
Yep.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, man. Look, I had fun though. I had fun.
yeah. No, it was. It's
Like, I know it being half of a clip show rubbed people wrong, but also like some of the clips were unreleased. Like, this is our first time seeing some of this shit, and rightfully so, because I'm like, I understand why y'all could not show
yeah,
this shit.
and the shit that we've seen before,
Still
like
hilarious.
it's still hilarious. You weren't. It's not like you're going out and you're watching Jackass now, right? It's not like you're going out like on looking at YouTube clips. So it's nice to be able to just get this collection, right?
Yup.
Like you don't have to. It's not. You don't need this in 3D. You don't need this in Dolby, right? Like it's just a nice matinee. Fucking
Yeah, because our theater was at capacity.
yeah.
I think it's funny. I gotta say, it's funny that they added the abduction skit, because they aired that exactly once. And I remember when it aired, and I remember watching it for weeks on end, trying to see that skit, and they never aired it again because it caused so much of a problem. So I'm glad that they included it in this movie, because I remember that skit. Hi, I'm Brad Pitt, and I'm about to be abducted. Like, they aired that once.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it on YouTube, but I've never seen it like.
And because the episode they aired it in, after they first aired it, it caused such a ruckus, they had to cut that skit from that episode.
Yeah,
Because
and
Brad Pitt's in I'm not sure if he's in two different episodes or just two different skits in the same episode. Because because he did Night Monkey, because they were doing Night Monkey, and he was in the very last Night Monkey skit.
I think
Where
it was
they're
like,
on tricycles harassing people. And
Yeah,
then when
I
they
mean-
all take off their mask, one of them was Brad Pitt, and he's laughing his ass off.
Yeah, I think like I don't know, even know how they filmed this shit, right? Like I don't know if it was like all just one day or he came back.
Well, that's the thing about Jackass now, is like this shit's so popular. It's like watching the newest Borat movie, where like the first 10 minutes, Sasha's like, yeah, I realize I can't do this in public anymore, so I actually had to create like situations and skits that took place in public and private settings. So like that's why you have the dilettante ball, which is like the funniest shit I've ever seen. The dilettante ball.
Like I should go back. I want to go back and watch Borat. I didn't watch this. I only watched the second Borat once.
Right,
And
I want to watch it again just for the dilettante ball.
Yeah.
And then he spends that whole week with the survivalist in his cabin.
Yeah. Oh man.
And
Like,
that's what Jackass became. Is like, yo, they got too big, so they couldn't shoot, because all this was guerrilla style. So that's what it's very weird to watch the old skits and have them be in public because
it's like, what are you doing? How are you out in public?
Because they didn't know
Right.
at the time. Like
Right,
now
exactly.
now they're all too famous to do this shit in public. That's why you see them doing it in warehouses and open fields.
Right, because
You can't prank the public once you're famous.
right. But for those first couple of seasons, though, mwah,
Yo, the one skit they couldn't air was hilarious, which is
the convict one.
yeah. How'd you know I was going to talk about that one?
Yo, when she got out the car, like the cop got out the car but didn't put it in park, and it kept going. It's like, what you fucking Keystone Cop?
How'd you know that was the one I was gonna talk about?
I mean, because that was the only other one that if they had aired that, they would have gotten canceled.
Yo, because there's three old skits that have never been seen before. One which we can't talk about for many different reasons.
You need to experience that one.
Yeah, because you could hear
the fear. Yeah.
From the audience where everybody just went, oh.
It's like, what are you doing?
So that starts off the movie. Then you have the box skit, which I get why that never aired, because that is too easily replicatable. And then this one, the convict.
Fucking yo, that motherfucker would have gotten shot. If it's now, they would have beat his ass.
Yo, that shit was hilarious. Oh man.
I mean, there's nothing to say, right? It's Jackass.
Hell yeah! Like, listen, I've never not walked out or watched an episode of Jackass and been like, oh, that was a waste of time. Like, if I walk out laughing and laughed, I was not expecting to laugh as hard as I did. Like, I expected to laugh, but not this hard. So, like, look, mission accomplished, bro. Like, it's nice to get something like this in the middle of summer where I don't have to think. I can just enjoy myself and walk out with a smile on my face.
And yes, it's a waste of time. That's the point, right? It's one of those things where you can just like, I'm just going to watch these dumb white boys do dumb white boy shit. And I enjoy it. You know, my friend Post, he said when we left the movie theater, was like, like watching Jackass feels like watching Reparations.
I get why you'd say that. Before we move on, though, Jackass, the post-credit scene, that is a running gag from the show.
I can't remember the post-credit scene.
It was the door stopper.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, that's a running gag from the show. Because I went home, I'm like, what the fuck? And I Googled it, and I was like, oh, okay, all right. Okay. So they're bringing it full circle. That was a running gag from the show.
So I mean, like, look, if you're a fan of the show, like a hardcore fan, I guess there's a deep cut in it for you.
Yeah, super deep cut.
Right, like I was just like, everybody was like, all right, cool.
Yeah, apparently a running gag from the show. Listen, give me the box set. I want the box set. And the box set better come with 3D glasses so I can watch 3 in 3D.
Yo, look, they're not doing any more of these, so they got to make their money somehow. So I wouldn't be surprised if it drops.
Yeah, man. Look.
Like is it
high recommendation for me? Like, that's all I got. Makes a great double feature for the next movie we're gonna talk about.
Yeah, go ahead. So we moving on to the last one.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Minions and Monsters. I was not expecting shit from this, man, because the first Minions was pretty fucking dire. Like, that is pretty bad. Despicable Me, I like the first movie a lot. Like, that was, to me, up until this point, was the best Illumination film. And the sequel's also pretty fucking dire. Like, 2, 3, 4, real bad movies.
Well, I mean, I had actively avoided any of the Minions, Despicable Me shit. Not for any reason, but because it was so overexposed.
Right, because they're everywhere. And then you get the adults who love them, and I just never got the hype. I was like, why do grown-ass adults love Minions? Because every time I see a Minion, I just get hungry because they remind me of corn pop. Corn
Or
Pops.
yeah.
Like, I just want a bowl of Corn Pops.
And so I had only seen Despicable Me 4 for the show. And I was like...
You still haven't seen the first one?
No, I still haven't seen the first one. But, I mean, if it's as good as Minions and Monsters, then I might watch that shit today.
Because I will say, the second Minions movie, Rise of Gru, I wouldn't call it good, but it was definitely decent. I was like, oh, it was a fun little movie. And you see how the Minions finally hooked up with Gru.
All right. But, like, so I'm coming into the Minions verse, whatever like that, kind of totally blank slate. So I didn't know shit about shit. Watching this movie, right, I instantly kind of understood where at least children would like the Minions, and I guess some adults. But the thing about this movie is it's almost too smart for
kids.
It's for kids, for adults.
Yeah,
man,
because this is a love letter to cinema. Like,
Yeah.
I was not expecting this to be a love letter to cinema. Wasn't expecting it to be so subversive. And the satire that it
Right.
does, I was like, yo, what?
And
Like, I whispered to you, I'm like, yo, because there's some jokes in here. Like, there's a joke of a Cyclops having a Lego go up its ass. And I remember I just leaned to you. I was like, bro, this is a kid's movie?
Right, like that was straight out of Jackass, right? We had just seen that shit in Jackass. And like the queen getting her head cut off. Right?
Yo, how about when the Cyclops falls down the side of the mountain and lands on like a bed full of spikes? Like
right.
that shit was like, the sight gags in this are so hilarious, and they're sight gags we haven't seen in a long time just because they remind me of Looney Tunes. And they don't make Looney Tunes anymore because people complain it's too violent. And Illumination does not give a fuck, man. There's the sight gags and violence in this. I'm just like, whoa.
And like, here's the thing. They're making comments inside the movie that are about the Minions franchise, right? This movie is so fucking meta and so self-aware because they talk about in the movie overexposure and how like they went from showing up on the scene to being everywhere, right? They make that comment and it's like they're talking about themselves. They're talking about the fucking movie.
We've seen plenty of parodies of Citizen Kane, which they do in this is hilarious. There's been plenty of parodies of Modern Times, and I was just like, wow, bro, y'all even did Modern Times hilarious. Like, there's like the reasoning for having Charlie Chaplin in this, even Buster Keaton. There's a Buster Keaton sight gag where the house, the famous stunt of Buster Keaton, and the house falls and he stands at the perfect mark where it was an open window. So the house falls on him and he's okay. They do that in this. And I'm just like, wow, this has a million references to movies that only cinephiles know about. And I'm talking about from the jump.
Right, from the jump, because like it's all like the first, the opening credit sequence is the Minions in old, like I'm talking first on film real stuff, like the dude, like the dude riding the horse, that's in this, right? That's your first frame, and it's got a Minion in it, right? So it's like Minions throughout early Hollywood. I don't know if you caught this, right? So when they're first leaving the studio, and Max is saying goodbye to all of them, right? Because we don't really get any of the other Minions' names besides the main four. He's naming directors.
Really?
Right? I caught that as like, yo. He's so like, he's like, goodbye, Stephen. Goodbye, James. Goodbye. But then it's like, all right, he's just saying names and stuff. But then he's like, Federico. right?
Okay, all right.
And shit like that. It's like George, like as in George, or like it's like, wow, this is so fucking meta.
Also, this has one of the best train sequences ever. Like, that train sequence is hilarious. I was just like, wow, this is... Y'all doing Westerns better than most Western.
Yeah, this subverts so many things. And I love the Christopher Waltz playing a German
film
director, because,
named
you know...
Max.
Like, it's... If you know, it's this whole entire movie is if you know, you know.
I'm very surprised that they gave Minions some autonomy in this, because usually it's just like, you know, whatever.
They're minions.
Yeah. I like how the world, they're just like, yeah, they're just minions. Like, the movie starts off, they're like, yeah, they're just minions. You know, they serve evil people, you know, and they walk the streets and everybody's just like, yeah, minions are here. I was like, that's just crazy that people just look at them like, yeah, whatever.
Right.
And like, it's crazy that they give like 3 of them at least different, distinct distinct personalities, because I keep forgetting about Dick.
Right. Yo, that Dick joke too, right? And it's like, oh, hello, Richard's like, no, it's just Dick.
Yeah, and he's Dick because he's an asshole.
He's a dick. He's a dick.
Yeah. Like
it's like this. It's how this is a kids movie. It was barely a kids movie, and if you watch it as an adult, if you really watch it, it is one of the best movies about filmmaking and old Hollywood. Right, so even if we've seen it a million times, like the Hollywood land sign,
right.
We've seen that guy getting destroyed in movies for the last fucking 60 years. The way they do it in here, it's kind of funny.
Yo, when Zoe Deutsch's character was introduced with the alien robot, I was just like, this is insane.
Right, like this. Where does this? Like, I was like, how is this gonna fit in? Yeah,
this was to me a better Babylon. Like,
yeah, but they had the Babylon scene in it.
Yeah,
right?
This was a better Babylon, dog. I was just like, once they got hired and they started walking around the sets and showing you all the Hollywood magic of old Hollywood, and then when they brought in, they do this better in this movie than they do in Babylon, which is the transition from silent to sound. I was just like, whoa, y'all did this better than Babylon. And like half the runtime, because Babylon's 3 hours, this is an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm. And that's
fucking crazy.
And it's a fucking swift hour and a half.
Yeah,
like it did not drag at all.
That's sort of the thing. That's why I say this and Jackass make a good double feature, because they're both an hour and a half. They both have things in them that you will never see anywhere else, and like there's stunts in here that are straight from Jackass. Like the Jackass stuff they pull, the Minions pull, is just hilarious. Also, the fact that half this movie is in Minionese and they don't even attempt to translate what they're saying.
I love how it's a mix of Spanish, Italian, like gibberish, right? It sounds like a real language, but it's not a fucking real language. It is fucking crazy.
Like, I've never
even got a deaf one in there.
Yeah. I never would have thought a studio would greenlight a whole movie where they're speaking their language and there's no attempt to actually translate it. Like, I wonder if the people who were mad at West Side Story because there was no subtitles for the Spanish will be mad at this. Yeah. Because there's no subtitles for the Minionese when the Minions talk, because that's what they call, the filmmakers say, like their official language is Minionese,
which is cool. I wish I could speak Minionese. Because it's just such a weird, fucking fun language. But it's all about context clues, right? And that's what makes this so much fun.
Yeah, because the Casablanca reference was hilarious.
Right,
the Casablanca. The noir, where he's supposed to kiss the girl.
Right? And yo, there are so many things. And if you are a film fan, like, I don't mean, like, I like movies. Right, like if you know
film history, right?
right?
This is
like,
gonna be like top of the. I'm gonna see this motherfucker again. That's what.
Yeah,
I
want to see this again.
Like the best thing I would say about the Despicable Me and Minions movies is that the 3D was always great, and I'm finally glad that there's a movie that serves the 3D well for one of these. Like now, I'm just at a point where I'm like, maybe stop making Despicable Me movies and just keep making Minions movies. Because when Gru's in this, but he's in the credits, and even in the credits, I'm just like, man, get Gru the fuck out of here.
And like, I only want Minions movies that are like this.
Yeah, not some. Yo, I'm telling you, the first Minions movie is probably one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
Because this does not feel like a cash grab.
Now this feels like a love letter.
Right. Like, because I didn't see the trailer for this, right? So I had no idea what I was getting into.
Same. This is, and I like how it's a frame device. Like, it starts, it's Alice and Janney just narrating how the Minions basically are important to film history.
Right. Right? And it's like, oh, God. And the end, right? The end where it becomes really meta.
Yeah,
right?
where they just show up and it starts breaking the fourth wall, and then they start actually making another movie again. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Right. It's like, oh shit. So what we're watching the behind the scenes of the movie we just watched. Right? As we're watching it. This movie, it has no right to be this smart. It really doesn't.
Like, I highly recommend 3D. I wish it was playing in IMAX 3D or Dolby 3D, but it's playing just 2D in IMAX and Dolby. So if you don't prefer 3D, definitely see it in one of the IMAX or Dolby. Like, pay, it's worth paying the upcharge for this.
Right. Like, I love the 3D. I really like this movie, like, a lot.
Same, man.
Like this kind of rescued the summer for me.
Never would I thought in a million years I would say Minions and Monsters, the third in a spin-off franchise, is better than Toy Story 5. Never thought I would say that.
Yeah. Like this kind of
like I'm actively rooting for this to make $1 billion.
Yeah, I want this to make all of the money.
Yeah.
Because it's
and damn, Moana's dropping in 2 weeks. Like, I'm seeing Moana on Tuesday, and I'm just looking at Moana like.
All right, so like I had a Sophie's Choice moment. I'm going to tell the audience about this, and I told you about it, and it's not really a Sophie's Choice moment. So we have the screening for Moana, but on the same day we have a screening for Evil Dead Burn. Right? In 2 separate cities. And I'm like, I really don't want to go see Moana.
And that's why I said there's no need for both movies.
Right.
Because I'm out on Evil Dead, right?
Right.
So that's just your thing. And for Moana, I'm like, I even told you, I'm like, there's no need for both of us to see this.
Right.
And honestly, I probably would skip Moana if it wasn't for the promise of me talking to somebody very important.
Right. No, I get you. Yeah.
Because you cannot say no when you're offered the chance to talk to a person. And I don't want to say it just in case this, like every other thing, because these people don't schedule this shit right. The interview falls through. But if it happens, we will be pushing the fuck out of it, because this person, like, Jeff, you don't understand how big this is.
Yeah, I mean, I thought they tried to push something else on you.
They did, but I was just like, I'm not with that shit.
Yeah, but like if we get this is fucking huge.
So, anyways, they did show the trailer for that, by the way.
What, Minions and Monsters?
No, Moana.
Oh, Moana.
And that was before you showed up, and that was when I was like, you know what? Before this movie starts, let me go run and take a piss real quick.
Yeah. Like everybody knows how I feel about these live action remakes in general, but this one in particular seems like the most wrong-headed thing.
And it's not good that it's tracking only to make 60 to 80 opening weekend, and then the very next weekend they're saying the Odyssey's going to open anywhere between 80 and 100. And I'm just like, not good that an R-rated 3-hour movie is about to make more money than one of the most beloved Disney movies of the past decade. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. But, Lilo and Stitch also put a damper on people's enthusiasms for this.
Right. Because, like, look, Moana just doesn't look good. It doesn't look like a good movie, as in it doesn't look pretty, right? You can tell it's fake.
Well, I mean, let's move off of that. I'm just saying, like, it has competition. Like, you got Toy Story's playing right now. This is coming out, and you're expecting people to take your kids to see that. I just don't think that's going to fly, especially since, if people aren't going to take their kids to see Toy Story or Minions, Spider-Man drops at the end of July, and they already said that motherfucker has made a record amount in pre-sale. So it's just like, well, and I think that's where comic book movies is going to live and die, is on
Spider-Man
and Batman, and that's basically it.
Yeah, I mean,
and depending on the character, it might do well, but it won't be a runaway success.
Right.
So, like, that's all I got. I love this movie. I really do love this movie.
I want to see this over and over again.
Because I've heard, I thought people were bullshitting, because we have friends who saw this weeks ago. Like, they've been screening this for a minute, and I'm just like, of course, we get invited to the very last screening possible. Right. And thankfully, we found one. Right. Thankfully, we found one that was 15 minutes away from where we live, where we're just like, oh, we don't have to travel too far for this. We could just go right around the corner.
Like, even if I had gone, if we had gone to
King of Prussia,
King of Prussia, I wouldn't have been mad at that drive leaving after seeing this movie.
Yeah. Like, listen, I was always out on going to the city for this. Like, I'm just sorry. I was just so I'm just so over Universal at this point. You know what I'm saying? Where, like, I'm just like, you know what, man, fuck y'all. But when I saw that this was playing right around the corner, I told Jeff, cancel that reservation. We can just go right around the corner to see this. Right. And then the critic screenings they did nationwide last night, because every other critic that I'm cool with saw it last night. Only a handful of people got to see it for the past few weeks. Like, they've been screening this for weeks, and I'm like, so you invited everybody last night. Review embargo dropped 2 weeks ago. So that's I don't understand how that works, where you're gonna, but that's a whole different other podcast.
But this is such a hot property, and we've, like, if the embargo dropped 2 weeks ago, I haven't heard shit about this.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, man. I'm so, like, I did not believe people when they told me it was good. I was like, no way it's good. No way it's good. And I'm glad we went to our one last night, because all the press screenings last night were in 2D, not 3D. And we got it in 3D.
All right.
Yeah, we got it in 3D. They got to see it in regular old 2D. They ain't get no Dolby, no IMAX, just a regular ass screening.
I think if we went to KOP, it would have been in IMAX.
I'm perfectly fine, though. Like, I'd rather just go to Neshaminy and see it. Like, I don't need to see this on a giant IMAX. I'm cool with seeing it on, like, a small digital IMAX.
Yeah, but it was a perfect screen. Like, it was a. I'm not gonna say it's a perfect movie, but it's how I would want to spend a summer afternoon.
Yeah, and we're in summer blockbuster season, and this summer has been so underwhelming, where I'm just walking out and I'm just like, everybody's just creatively bankrupt. Like, the only 2 movies this summer where I'm like, oh, these were actual movies, was Devil Wears Prada 2, which is not as good as the first one, and then Disclosure Day, which has people all over the map. Yeah, just so the fact that I'm finally walking out of a movie and I'm like, thank fucking God we have a real movie in the summer, and it's a Minions movie out of all things, that I'm like, oh, this is a real movie. That I don't know what that says about the industry in general, but, like,
Like,
hey man,
look.
at least July starting off strong, bro. Like we starting off July strong. So we still got the Odyssey, we still got Spider-Man. So like,
But
I don't want
Illumination
Spider-Man.
kills it with this one.
Yeah, man, because I just don't want Spider-Man to end up like fucking Supergirl, man. And like, let's keep this going. That's all I'm saying. Is like let's
keep the ball rolling.
Yeah, man. Like,
Yeah.
So that is episode 211.
We're the Film Blurs. I'm Brandon Norwood, and I'm the motherfucking protagonist.
I'm the protagonist.
I'm Jeff Stewart, a.k.a. He Who Remains.
Don't come at us. It's just fucking movies.
You've been listening to the Film Blurs podcast.
Man, I just love what you guys do, man.
I never miss an episode. It's the best.
It's my favorite podcast.
Follow Jeff on IG on MindFireXL and Brandon on Twitter at BJN Tweets.